What is up, guys? It is me, Medic. Medic plays Pokemon with yet another Pokemon trading card video kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not very good with the intro thing. I still got to figure it out. I got to work on something. But I really wanted to get a video on this because my wife happened to be going shopping at Target just over the weekend, just a few days ago, and she found a whole stack of these just sitting there. They must have just found a box of stuff because there was this, and then there was like a few random decks and stuff, some stuff kind of old, and we were just there a few weeks ago, and they had no Pokemon cards at all. So I honestly think somebody came across a box of stuff and was like, oh, hey, we gotta throw these on the shelves or something. So she grabbed this. I was at work, so she called me up and was like, hey, is this something you think you would use or need, or what do you think? And I was like, yeah, what's the price on it? And it was $22 and some change. So I was like, you know what, for $22, yeah, let's give it a shot. So this is I'm going to call it the Zacian V League Battle deck. Now, recently, I've been watching some more like some videos and stuff, Sword and Shield videos, and I've been hearing some people call him Zacian and some people call him Zacian. I like Zacian, so that's probably how I'm going to pronounce it, unless somebody can find a definitive, you are incorrect, and this is how it's called kind of thing. But I like calling him Zacian, so that's what I'll be calling him. Now, this is the League... It says League Battle deck, and I keep wanting to say Battle League, but we'll try not to say that too wrong. Now, I do want to show you the back before we go cranking into it. Let me zoom in a little bit so that you can see what it says a little bit. I got to hold my camera just right because this box is a little bit bigger than what we're kind of used to, but here is the list of cards, and then here is the list of what is included. And here's some pictures of some of the stuff that is in it, but we will go right into it so that you guys can actually see the stuff, because when it comes to looking at a box, you could do that at the store yourself. So let me figure out how to get into this without annihilating the box. Sometimes I like to save boxes. I don't think this will be a box that I want to save, but I also don't see any easy way to go into it. So I think we're just going to go on by the side. So I know I've said through many videos at this point, my daughter and I, we like to play Pokemon, the cards. We like to play the cards a lot, and we like to play with the theme decks because they are already made and they work for us. You know, we don't have to really change anything. They're fairly balanced with each other. We've been using the Charizard and Dreadnought deck a lot lately. That's basically the two main decks we've been playing with for the last couple weeks. And when my wife found this, I did a quick Google on it just to see. I knew it couldn't be that old because it's Zacian, which is from Sword and Shield, so I knew it had to be somewhat new. But I didn't know, how old it was, and I didn't know how balanced it was going to be because I didn't want a deck that was going to be too weak. To say too strong isn't too big of a deal, because if a deck is wicked strong, then I just let my daughter play with it. That way it gives me a little bit of a challenge. But sorry, I was chatting. This is just one of our rule books. We've got 100 of them at this point. This is probably a playmat, maybe, or a card list. Might just be a card list. It feels too small to be a mat. So this just tells us about all the stuff that goes on in it. I'm not going to read it to you. I'll show it to you, and we'll just make sure it looks clear, and then you can pause the video and read it if you would like. How to upgrade your League Battle deck. Interesting. Good. Nice. So anyway, this is supposed to be a little bit more of an advanced pre-made deck. So my hopes is that by having a deck to this caliber, my daughter will be able to learn some of the more advanced stuff, and then we'll start having a really good accumulation of decks to play against each other, which is wicked fun. I'll move all the stuff to the side. Here's the code card. I am going to be using this on my own account, so by the time you see this video, I'm sorry, it will already be used. This is sealed up. This is actually packaged and sealed better than our Ultimate boxes that we were getting a while ago. Now, one thing I can immediately tell, this GX, this right here, this is plastic, not cardboard, and I super duper like that. All the ones that I have are all cardboard, so to have a nice hard plastic one, oh, mint! That's mint! I love it. I really like that, so that's wicked nice. Try to center on my camera a little bit more. I do a bad job of centering. I need to, as you can tell, the backdrop's a little bit different. I'm trying to figure out how to kind of set myself up for better recording, to be a little more comfortable in the corner here. Here's some more plastic coins here. Again, I keep forgetting my camera the lens is over here. So these, again, are those like plastic ceramic things again, which I love these. And I love getting this stuff to be able to play the games quite a bit better. I'm going to shift my camera over just a little bit so that I'm a little more centered. And then this is now empty. And then it also comes with some dice, which I really like the damage dice because, like I said, my daughter and I play the theme decks all the time, but the theme decks come with those little cardboard things. So now that we have, again, some more dice, this is an actual where it just has the 1 on it. The other ones that we have like a logo or something. I think a shield for the last one we had. 6... Yep, I had to lean over and look. So 6 damage dice, just like the other one. So now we've got some yellow dice, and now we've got die, actually, right? Multiple of dice is called die. So we've got 6 of those now. We've got a blue one there. So let's just address the, the elephant in the room, right? So let me figure out how to move this camera so you can see this. Let's zoom in. This is Tag Team. And I'm not going to read this to you. I'm not one to kind of read things, so I'm just going to show this to you. I'll let you read this. Oh no, I hit my camera. Oh, I'm really bad at this. So I'll let you guys kind of read it, take a look at it, because I actually don't know how the tag team stuff works. So I'm going to have to look at these cards and then spend some time actually reading them to figure out exactly how they work. So we've got a Zacian V. This one was what? Tag team... Oh, I don't even know how to pronounce these, so I'm not going to even try it. And this card's in good condition. It was just the way the light was. I thought there was a crease at first. So there's a Zacian V there, card 138, and this is card 138 as well, Zacian V, and I believe they are exactly the same. Yes, it's just the one on the right, the eyes are way more. It just printed just right. But, okay, so 2 of the same there. Which, let's zoom in. Let's take a look at this real quick. Maybe I will read it to you. So, Intrepid Sword. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of steel energy cards you find to this Pokemon. Put the other cards into your hand. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So, looks like you could really substitute an attack for that, maybe. And then Brave Blade, which will do 230 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. So it's kind of like an every other kind of attack kind of thing. But I guess like you could do Intrepid Sword and then the next turn do Brave Blade. So it just kind of flip back and forth. And you do have 220 health. So that's not entirely terrible. Now I will say the front of this card, very glossy kind of. The back seems normal. It's just the front. It's a very glossy front. All right, let's actually read this one to you. I said I wasn't going to, but let's actually do it. So Arceus and Dialga and Paul. Oh man, I don't know, but this is a basic 280 GX. It is a tag team, and let's take a look at his attacks. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Okay, and it looks like you can do that for every attack when you do that. Now, the Altered Creation, which is the GX attack, and you can only do the GXs once. For the rest of this game, your Pokemon's attack do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. That is before applying weakness and resistance. If this Pokemon has at least 1 water energy attached to it, in addition to this attack's cost, when your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from those attacks, take 1 more prize card. You can't use more than 1 GX attack in a game. Yep. Now, when this gets knocked out, though, your opponent gets 3 prize cards. And then with these, they get 2 prize cards. So, very strong Pokemon, 280 health, very strong Pokemon. I feel like potentially these could our other theme decks that my daughter and I use, those could be very, very imbalanced, but that's if you can get them out and play it, right? Nothing else in the deck. Very plain. Whoops. I forgot that I zoomed out. Kind of I feel like a plain looking box. Also fairly damaged from inside the container. Nah, it's a big deal. Whatever. We're going to play it quite a bit. Yeah, not super impressed with the box, I feel like. All right, give me a moment to sort through these cards real quick, and then we'll go over what we see inside of them.
A few moments later.
All right, we are back. Let me zoom in so you can read these cards. So I found that we have a special energy here, which this will be the first theme deck that we've ever had that has a special energy. And what this says is it's Aurora energy, and you can attach this card to one of your Pokemon only if you discard another card from your hand. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, but provides only one energy at a time. Very interesting, useful on probably for that water, because I've noticed there's only 2 water in here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steel, 2 water. I've noticed that this deck is very heavy in trainer cards, because you'll see there was only 8 energies plus the 1 random, and then there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Pokemon cards aside from the 3 specials. And I'm willing to bet that when we go look at these supporter cards and what some of these cards do here is probably just geared towards getting those Vs and the GX and the Vs out. So probably looking here, your steel Pokemon attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. So your steel Pokemon, which again, these are 2 of these are steel. The other one is not steel. But is it resistance, retreat? Yeah, so it's steel Pokemon, and dragon, is it? I don't recall what that one is. But this right here would give us, if you keep them on the bench, those attacks will do 20 more, and you have just the one there that you evolve off the Meowth, which you must discard 2 cards from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Galarian Berserker, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So basically you play the Meowth, and you can next turn play and evolve this, which you're going to use that to do 20 more damage with your Zacian V. The ability on this one is once during your turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a trainer card you find there, put it into your hand, then shuffle the other cards back into the deck. And this Pokemon is now asleep. So you won't be able to attack, but you use that to get particular training cards you need. And since there are 4 of them in here, I'm willing to bet there are incredibly important trainer cards you need. Once during your turn, you may switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. Interesting, okay. So it looks like a lot of searching for specific cards. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Doesn't seem like a super useful card, I don't think. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may put a supporter card from your discard pile on top of your deck. That's probably important. That is the fact that there's actually no psychic energy in this deck aside from the Aurora energy. It means that this is really just for the ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, so really the ability only works once. So let's take a look at some of these supporter cards and whatnot then, because I'm interested. So these I've never seen before. This is my first time seeing these. And this is switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. When you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards from your hand. If you do, heal 120 damage from the Pokemon you moved to your bench. Wow, okay. And then this one is search your deck for a Stadium card, which here is the Stadium card in the deck. For a Stadium card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. When you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards. When you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards from your hand. If you do, you may also search for a Pokemon Tool card and a special energy card in this way. So you could, with this card, you can get this. Did we have a tool? I'm not sure. Here was the special energy. And then I don't see the tool card laying around, but we'll see. These are supporters. I didn't see a tool card. There might be one, though. So, look at that. Now let's look at the supporters. Since this stack is smaller, we have switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. A couple of those, some hand resets, basically. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it into the bottom of their deck. If either player puts any cards on the bottom of their deck in this way, you draw 5 cards and your opponent draws 4 cards. Interesting. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I've just started hollering. Okay, so each player shuffles their hand, puts it on the bottom of their deck. Each player, if either player does this, you draw. Okay, so it's kind of like hand resetting again. Now, here's where there's a ton of these. Okay. Now, tons of item cards. There's, almost half the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Over 1/3 of the deck is going to be items. And let me try to fix this a little bit. Zoom back in. There we go. So search your deck for a basic energy card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you go second and it's your first turn, search for up to 3 basic energy cards instead of 1, then shuffle your deck. And there are only 1 of these. Now here is an item card. This is a great catcher. You can play this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon GX or EX with their active Pokemon. Now, if my case of playing with my daughter, she doesn't have any of those. Shuffle 2 Pokemon into energy. There's only 1 of those. The Pokemon this card is attached to gets 30 health, and this is a tool card. So we were just talking about this dude up over here. So here is a tool card. So this Pokemon attached to gets 30 extra health. That's a tool card. Were there any more tools in here? I don't recall if there's any more tools. No, so that was the only tool card, which means that is played with that. So here we go. Search your deck for up to 2 tag team cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. There's only 1 of those. Put one of your Pokemon that isn't a Pokemon V or a Pokemon GX into your hand. There are 3 of these. I thought there was 4 of these. So there's 3 of these. So a Pokemon that's not a GX. So we'll put that there because I'm trying to figure out, I don't know how this deck is played. So we're going to figure it out. Move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. And there are 3 of these. Attach a steel energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. That's why there isn't a ton of energy, because you can pull them from your discard. Switch your active Pokemon with a benched Pokemon. So you don't have to waste energy swapping them around. You can play this card only if you discard another card from your hand. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. And there are 4 of these because it says a basic Pokemon, which all of these are basic. So you could use these cards right here. You play this card. If you discard another one, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So there's 4 of these to match the 3 of these. So that's how you pull those out nice and easily. Now we've got... So here was the tool card. This was a stadium card. So search your deck for a stadium card, reveal it, put it into your hand. And then when you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards from your hand. If you do, you may also search for a Pokemon tool card and special energy. So here's the tool and the... there's a stadium, there's the tool card, and then this was the special energy over... Where did I put it? I've already mixed up my order. Here it is. So that would be this card to play these. And then we had a card. So here we go. Search your deck for up to 2 tag team cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So you're looking for 2 tag team cards, which this card, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I feel like these are a little hard to see. So you would play this card to help you get this tag team card, which gives you these 3 cards. And it says up to 2 tag teams. So where was the other one? This was the other tag team. So you play this one to get these 2. Now, zoom in so we can read it. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. When you play this card, you may discard 2 others. Oh, this will be so you can basically heal it as well. So you use this card to get these 2 cards. You play this card to get these cards. Those there. These were just to basically restock your deck after a little bit, I believe. So nothing super. Let me double check these. Oh, this one right here was to help you get set up with a lot of energies right at the beginning. These are just kind of defensive cards, but they weren't major for it. Now this one is the one. Search, put one of your Pokemon that isn't a Pokemon V or Pokemon GX, and there are 3. So there's an important reason that there's 3, and why is that? When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn, you may put a supporter card from your discard pile on top of your deck. So that's probably why maybe the tag team supporters. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may put 1 damage counter from one of your... Yeah, I don't think that's really important at all. During your turn, switch a card from your hand to the top of your deck. Also not very important. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a trainer card, find it there, you put it into your hand, and this is asleep, and that is important. So you play that card to get one of these cards out, to get that out, to play the ability. This one's just made to sit on your bench. So you want to play this one's ability because you're trying to you're looking through the top 5 cards of your deck for a supporter card. And you're looking for, right, it says supporter card, right? My zoom's all messed up. There we go. For a trainer card. So a trainer card. So you're using that to try to ultimately pull this. No, where is it? Yes, sorry, supporter, yep. Trainer, no, that's an item card. So maybe it's just to pull those supporters, since you really need, not really this one as much, but this one. But if you happen to get that item, so you use that one to get it, or you can use these Pokemon to get it. And it's really so that you can hurry up and get, looks like a bunch of these cards out, because now you've got the extra health. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a card from their hand. If they do, that player searches their deck for a basic energy card, reveals it, puts it into their hand. Then that player shuffles their deck. And that's to really find those water, I think, because those are just some steel. But you really need, we've only got 2 water. But if you have that water, that's how you get that extra prize card. Which, again, let's take a look at this. Fix my zoom. For the rest of this game, your Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. If this Pokemon has at least 1 extra water energy attached to it, in addition to this attack's cost, when your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from those attacks, take 1 more prize card. But I believe it only counts the 1 time, right? I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to play this online to learn. I don't know entirely how the GX moves and stuff work, so we've got the card, so hopefully I'll be able to play this online. But that is, from my understanding, how this plays. If you've got this deck and you have played it before, give me a holla and let me know how you play it, the main strategy of it. I skimmed through the cards. I believe that's kind of how you play it, what you're looking for and whatnot. So if you know how to play it, you've played this deck before, let me know. I play the online TCG quite a bit. So I'm going to go use my code card, and I'm going to go set this up and start playing it a little bit. And probably by the time this video comes out, I'll already know how this plays. But when you're in the comments, and you probably know right away, whereas I don't. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do you use this deck? I don't know of anyone that uses this deck. I also don't think you can buy it on the TCG. You might only be able to play it by using the code card. Or maybe you just get the cards. Maybe you don't even get the deck. I'm not really sure. So let me reset those. I'll put those all the way to the top. But I'm going to go learn how to play this deck because my daughter says she wants to play with it. So I can't wait, but I need to figure out how those GX moves work. I don't exactly know how that works. So that's what I've got for you. Again, this was the Zacian V battle, the League battle deck for Zacian V. So I've never played with a theme deck like this before, so I'm excited to try it. But that's what I've got for us today. I look forward to the next video. Have an excellent week, guys.